Thank you for watching the Black Space Project. This is in regard to a few things that you need to be concerned about when it comes to SMD, the Sandman drone. I just want everyone to be hyper aware of this particular topic that I'm trying to let the world know about. Because there are less people on the highways, there will be more SMDs that will be targeting individual people. Meaning, if you're on the highway, if you haven't had the proper sleep, if your health is somewhat compromised, you will more likely be attacked, targeted, examined, whatever their function is, by more than one SMD at a time. Also in your homes, same thing too, also, from multiple directions, from any given point from which a light source can enter directly at you. I also want to inform you all of something new that I discovered. If you happen to have security cameras, the effect of this video type of signal, or this light that the SMDs emit, does transmit through security cameras. It does transmit through to your security camera display monitor. So the same effect. I don't know if the SMDs know this. I don't know if they figured this out. I don't know if this is a new tactic, but it seems to be the case that if you have a security monitor in your house and the SMD is in the proximity of, or if they're intentionally targeting the security camera of your own, that you will still get the same effects of the being knocked out, the drowsiness, the hypertension type feeling in your chest, the not being able to think clearly. And also, I want to also mention this one thing that I've figured out also. There is a period of time in the morning between 6 a.m. and 12 a.m. which they're most active. Things start to shut off. The effect starts to dissipate about a minute or so, gradually just before 12 p.m. So if you happen to be someone that has to try to get some sleep between the morning time hours of 6 into 12 o'clock or past 12 o'clock, be advised that you need to do everything you can to control your sleeping schedule if you have to sleep during the daytime, because the effects of this seems to reverse 1 minute before 12 p.m. Things suddenly go into reverse. You begin to wake up and stay awake. So if you try to get sleep at that period of time, it's almost impossible because it seems as though the effect is reversed. Also, I want to mention, all of those that are noticing the effect of the SMDs, they are trying to shorten your sleeping schedule, manipulate and shorten your sleeping schedule. So it is vital that you control your lighting environment in your house. Wear the proper protective shades that you need, something that's reflective, mirror shades even. Tint your windows on your car. Have something reflective hanging from your rearview mirror that can reflect the SMD back. Also, the SMD signal back at it. Also, a strobe light is most effective in your home facing at a window. Facing a point from where you are towards your window. A high intensity strobe light will minimize the effect, blinding the SMD from seeing you, from targeting you, because that's what it tries to do. It targets you. Also, a high intensity flashlight should be kept with you in your car in case you're under various attacks of more than one SMD. Up to 3 or 4 may try to target you at a time through your rearview mirror, off to your corner right side, your passenger side, your diagonal front to the right, immediately ahead of you. Rarely do they get immediately ahead of you because they try to move out of the way if you accelerate. um, and they anticipate the shift pattern of your car or any actions you may try to take to try to evade them. Be aware, like I've also told you, they learn from your actions and they try to corner you into making mistakes or getting in trouble with law enforcement. Those are some of the updates that I have. Thanks for watching the Black Space Project. Be safe and be advised, because there are fewer people on the road, that you can be targeted by more than one SMD at a time. More than one, up to 3 or maybe 4. So please take that into account. Blocking them simply probably won't work. If it all comes down to it, park it like a tot. Get some rest. But be advised, they will not let up on you. They will still target you and allow you to be subdued into a sleepy phase in which you're not sleep. It's not real sleep. It's when you wake up or when you do come out of it, it feels horrible. You feel horrible because you are being externally affected by these things that are manipulating, causing. It's almost like brain hacking is what it's doing. These SMDs, they're brain hacking, forcing your mind to go into a sleepy state when you're fully awake. So it's important that you keep some coffee with you. Do all the things that I mentioned. And when you get home, you definitely want to block your windows in any particular type of room that you're sleeping in, particularly your bedroom. Now, be advised, you will be up more than normal if you do completely block all light sources out in your house or at home. So you're going to be feeling good. You're going to be feeling normal. But don't allow that to go past your bedtime or longer than you need to stay up, because once you step out of the house, they will retarget you again, and any sleep that you have not gotten, you're going to feel the full force of it, their abilities to subdue you and make you feel out of it. Or they'll just wait to a particular point in time where you're down the road and you're not suspecting it and hit you with full intensity of that beam that completely knocks you out. So be careful, be safe, and use the protection frequencies provided. I will put up a link to a protection frequency that does work really well. If you wear headphones, the effect of this SMD's signals to your brain, this particular white noise type of music, it's not white noise. There's one that's a white noise that prevents tendinitis, which is another theory that I haven't discussed with you. I do believe that the SMDs, which are also known as spheres, that's right, a ball, a sphere. I believe they use this tendinitis frequency for communication, which also impairs your ability for clear thought and concentration. Discomfort is what it does. It's meant to make us discomforted and disconnected. And I also believe that the purpose of the tendinitis frequency that's being broadcast, which is an actual sound. It's not tendinitis. It's an actual sound that's nearly at the same frequency that we experience tendinitis if we were to shoot a gun. That is actually tendinitis that you actually hear, the ringing sound in your ear. The spheres, also known as SMDs, emit this frequency, I believe, for communication purposes and to disorient us, and also for the simple fact that they want to track any position of any whatever target they want to. This is also being used as a sonar. I wanted to also put that out there. I will be coming out with more information as it becomes available to me. There are other things that I theorize on how these SMDs communicate. It is not by radio frequency means. One is auditorial that I just mentioned, by broadcasting what sounds like tendinitis to us audibly through the air. If you sit in one place and listen clearly, you can hear the SMDs moving. If you are familiar with the sound of a coach whistle, like the sports whistle, how it whistles, you can hear the change in frequency, the Doppler effect, as these SMDs are changing positions in the sky. I don't know if they're using a grid formation to position themselves and they're moving accordingly, but you can hear the speed up, slow down, and stop effect of these SMDs. They will move from 0 to whatever speed they're traveling, slow down before they get to their stopping point, and then come to a stopping point. It sounds like a whistle, like a coach's whistle. If you will need to also use the protection frequency that I'll provide in the link below. That will neutralize that frequency. It can be played from your phone, and also the protection frequency for the other thing that I mentioned. It's really late right now, so I'm trying to think of what it is. But there are two particular type of protection frequencies I believe that are available. One in particular that I'm speaking of. I don't want to make this too long because the upload time is going to be really hard. Also, I want to mention later on about something else, but be prepared. And also, I would like everyone to just, if you have any comments, do not be afraid to make comments on theories, what you discover, what you believe in. Don't be afraid, because we're in a time now where you really cannot bow to skepticism, and who cares what you think. So, you have any comments, you have any questions, put it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching the Black Space Project, and that's all I have for now.